Hello, third grade. Today we're going to work on lesson 4-7, where we're going to review our multiplication and division facts and how we can use those to help us solve other problems. Let's go ahead and watch our short video, and then we're going to get into our notes and our guided practice together.
You can use facts you already know to solve problems. Sabrina has 28 quarters in her bank. She wants to trade all of them for $1 bills. How many $1 bills will she get? Let's find out. You can use repeated addition to find how many quarters make $1. 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents equals 100 cents, or $1. There are 4 quarters in $1. There are different ways to find how many $1 bills Sabrina will get. One way is to find how many equal groups of 4 are in 28. Since each group has 4, you can use a known division fact. 28 is the dividend. 4 is the divisor.
Okay, I want to pause here for a moment to remind you how to read this diagram that you're looking at. So this bar diagram, as always, has our whole number at the top. That's our 28. That's how many quarters she has altogether. Now down here, I know is where some of you guys will get confused. So when you see a box with an arrow attached to it, we see that box and it tells us there's 4. So we know that we're putting them into groups of 4 because 4 quarters make $1. So there's 4 in each group. What we need to figure out is how many groups we have. Now you can either use your known division facts, or you could use related multiplication facts. So 4 times what number is equal to 28. Or you could use another strategy that we're going to see in a minute, another one that we've used before, which is repeated subtraction, to help us find how many times we can take out groups of 4 until we get from 28 until we get down to 0.
28 divided by 4 equals 7. To check your work, you can subtract 4 from 28 7 times. There are 7 equal groups of 4 in 28, so 7 is the correct quotient. Another way to solve the problem is to find what number times 4 equals 28. Make an array with 28 quarters. There are 4 quarters in each row. How many rows are there?
Select your answer.
There are 7 rows. 7 times 4 equals 28. Sabrina can trade 28 quarters for 7 $1 bills. The array also shows that 28 can be divided into 7 groups of 4. Now you know how to use multiplication and division facts you already know to solve problems.
All right, now that we've finished with our video, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our guided practice questions as well as our notes. Now for our guided practice questions, here it says, look back at the problem on the previous page. Suppose Sabrina put 8 more quarters in her bank. How many $1 bills can she trade for the quarters in her bank now? So remember the example that we were talking about? We're going to come back to it after we take a look at our notes. So let's go ahead and take a look at our notes for this lesson. So you're going to put the title of your lesson up at the top, 4-7, and we're going to take a look at our notes. So to practice our multiplication and division facts, we're going to use what we learned about fact families and our multiplication facts and our division facts to help us solve problems. Remember, if you know your fact family numbers, you already have all of the related facts available to you. So some strategies that we use to multiply are to draw an array. So 2 times 5 equals 10. We can also use repeated addition. So 2 groups of 5, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Or we can use our fact family facts. We can put them into a fact family and we can see what our numbers are. So here's our fact family, the 2 and the 5 and the 10. I know 2 times 5 equals 10, 5 times 2 equals 10. Then I know also 10 divided by 2 equals 5, or 10 divided by 5 equals 2. All of our answers are right here in our fact family. Now to divide, what we can do is we can use repeated subtraction. So if I need to do 10 divided by 5, or equals a number, so I'm going to take out equal groups of 5. So 10 minus 5 is 5, 5 minus 5 is 0. I was able to do this 2 times, so I know that 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Or I can draw a picture or a bar diagram. So if I have a bar diagram, I have 10 as my whole number. I'm separating it into 5 equal groups. And I found out that I have 2 in each group. Or I could draw, I can make 5 circles and put in 1 in each one until I run out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I could see that there's 2 in each group. That's the most that I could put in there before I ran out. Now, let's go ahead and reread or re-peek at that guided practice question. And then we're going to work on solving it together. So we know originally she had how many quarters? Originally, we know that she had 28 quarters from the last question. So if we want to figure out how much she had, how many dollars she can make if she adds 8 more quarters, the first step we need to do is figure out what 28 plus 8 more is. So if we're going to figure out 28 plus 8 first, 28 plus 8 is equal to 36. So we know she has 36 quarters now altogether. We also know that 4 quarters is equal to $1. So these are the facts that we know. So we need to find 36 divided by 4. So stop and think. 4 times what number is equal to 36? We know that 4 times 9 is equal to 36. So 36 divided by 4 will equal 9 because these are all part of the same fact family. She can get 9 $1 bills with 36 quarters. For number 2, we are taking 49 and we're dividing it into 7 because our question for number 2 says Calvin solves the equation 49 divided by 7 equals a number. How does it help him complete the equation 7 times what number equals 49? Now we know that these are inverse operations, they're opposites of each other. So 49 divided by 7 equals a number, 7 times a number is equal to 49. And we also know they're part of the same fact family. So we know 49 is part of the family, 7 is part of the family. We have to figure out what the other number is. So we'll go back to our math facts and our multiplication facts. And we figure out that 7 times 7 is 49. So 49 divided by 7 is equal to 7. For our remaining questions, they gave us a division fact and they asked us to find also the related multiplication fact. So they said a number is equal to 45 divided by 5. So I have to think 5 times what number is equal to 45? And I know that 5 times 9 is equal to 45. So 45 divided by 5 will be equal to 9. For this one, a number times 7 is equal to 21. 21 divided by a number is equal to 7. We can go back to our facts and we know that 3 times 7 is equal to 21. So 21 divided by 3 is equal to 7. Remember, these are all part of the same fact families, all of them. So if I were to draw these out, every single one, we have 5, 9, and 45 for this one. For this one, we have 3, 7, and 21. So 3 times 7 is 21, 7 times 3 is 21, 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 21 divided by 7 is 3. The same thing will apply for all of these different problems. 6 times a number is equal to 30. So I have my 6 and I have my 30. And I know 30 divided by 6 is equal to a number. So I can skip count or use repeated subtraction or work backwards and use repeated addition to find groups of 6. How many groups of 6 will go into 30? We know there are 5 groups of 6 in 30. For our next one, 4 is equal to 24 divided by a number. So I can make my little fact family house over here. So we know part of it is 4, part of it is 24. I can use my known facts, and I know that 4 times 6 is equal to 24. So that means 24 divided by 6 will be equal to 4. And my last one here, we have the numbers 6 and 12. So we know we have 6 times a number is equal to 12, and 12 divided by 6 is equal to a number. I know that I divide 12 into groups of 2 when I am dividing by 6. And I know that I'm multiplying 6 times 2 to make 12. So my fact family facts are 2, 6, and 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. You have all of your answers once you have your fact families together. So this rule applies to all of them. These are all part of our related facts, and this is how you use multiplication and division to solve unknown problems. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.